Hello there, you're welcome again to Seeking God's Heart. Today I would like us to talk about the need to read the Bible. Your approach to reading and interacting with the Bible depends on how you see the Bible. If you see it as a history book, a book to decorate your coffee table, a book about the Jews, or just a book the pastor reads from on Sunday morning that has some nice feel good quotes, or even a book that you can use to pray against your enemies, that's exactly how you're going to relate with it. And you'll find that you will hardly ever pick it up and read it on your own. On the flip side, Hebrews 4:4 tells us that the words of the Bible are strong and powerful, alive and active. Jesus also said, "These words I speak to you, which are in the Bible, they are spirit and they are life." In Matthew chapter 4 verse 4, Jesus said, "We can't live by bread alone, but we need every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." So today, I'm going to share with you what I think is the best approach to reading the Bible. But first, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so now. And also turn on the notification bell so you can watch these videos promptly and easily as they are released. The Bible is a love letter put together by God for you. We can't see God, even though we know He's there. And so, what He has done is to put together all we need to know about Him and about how much He loves us. The fact is that God is so much greater than us that we would never even have known about Him except He revealed Himself to us. And He did that through the Bible. The Bible reveals the will and the mind of God for you. God created us, each one of us, and then put together the Bible as a manual and a guide on how we are supposed to live. The Bible keeps us away from sin. The words of the Bible is a sword that we can use to fight our battles. The Bible trains us in righteousness and holiness and teaches us how to start and develop a very personal relationship with God. The Bible tells us the story of creation, how it all began, when none of us were there, and it gives us a clear clarification of how it's all going to end. With all that being true about the Bible, doesn't it make sense that we read it and understand it? Reading the Bible also helps us to make sure that we're not deceived by other people's wrong interpretation of it. My friends, I make bold to say that you cannot live a successful Christian life without reading the Bible and reading it regularly. So we know the purpose of the Bible. How do we get to start reading it? First, the first thing you have to do is that you need to make up your mind to read the Bible from the beginning to the end. Let that be a goal for you. That's the best way to be sure you can get the full message. There's so many people who have been Christians for years, 10, 15 years. They've never read the Bible through. That's not good. You may have heard this story or read this story on social media about a man who sent a long message to his wife. It started off like this: "My darling wife, you know how much I love you. I'll be home by 1 p.m. At that point, the wife just stopped reading. Her husband was coming home earlier than usual and she was still in her pajamas. So she rushed to clean the house, to cook, to make lunch, to do a number of things. She was still working when her husband arrived. When he came in, he goes, 'You're not ready? I'm going on an official trip outside the country today, now. And I wanted you to get ready so you could join me. Didn't you read my message?' That was the problem. She had only read the first sentence. Just imagine if you get to heaven and God says, 'My whole purpose for you was wrapped up in, let's say, Jeremiah chapter 1. And then you go, you tell God, I'm sorry, Lord, I never read that part. How do you know if maybe the promise of God that will change your life is in the part of the Bible you have never read? So decide that whatever it will take, you will read the whole Bible. It might take a while, but you will do it eventually. Now, number 2. We've said you have to read the Bible through. The second part is you need to read the Bible every day. The Bible is spiritual food that helps you to grow spiritually. Now, imagine you don't eat for just one day. Your body will become weak and you won't have enough strength to do all the things you need to do. In the same way, the Bible is food for your spirit. If you don't eat the Word of God by reading it, your spirit will also become weak, fearful, and prone to all kinds of temptations. Number 3, please get a Bible reading plan. For example, you can decide you want to read the Bible through in 1 year or in 2 years. If you can do it on your own, great. If not, there are several tools today that are helpful. You can download the Olive Tree app and sign up to a 1 or 2 year reading plan. It will help you to read from Genesis to Revelation in 1 or 2 years. That's what I use. Another Bible app is the YouVersion. I don't use it, but I hear it's very good. Now, if you know of any other Bible reading app apart from these 2, it would be great if you could just share by adding it in the comment section below. Now, if you are just starting out, there is no hard and fast rule. You don't actually have to start at the very beginning. There are 66 books of the Bible and you can start with any. I recommend that you start with the book of John in the New Testament or Genesis in the Old Testament. The important thing is just that you start. A verse a day, a chapter a day. Please just start. Number 4, pick a time of the day and a place that will be convenient for you to read the Bible. It could be early in the morning, it could be late at night. Set a daily alarm so you don't forget. You can get a drink handy by your side. If you want coffee, tea, this is my go-to drink when I really want to study the Bible. All of this will add some structure to your desire and plan to read the Bible. Number 5, write things down. Your heart will be open to many things as you read along. I promise you. Get a journal, take notes. Very soon, you too will be sharing those revelations with other people. Number 6, always start with a prayer. Ask God to help you understand what you're about to read. The Bible was given by God to transform you. Start reading the Bible and let the transformation begin. So that's it about the need to read the Bible. Please watch out for the second part of this episode where we'll be talking about how to read the Bible. God bless you and keep seeking God's heart.